Welcome back, Oceania. As Salami has just left the game, we are kicking off game number 2 in this best of 3 series. I am Pike, this is my boy Twee, and we are here bringing you some of the best community Oceanic games here to date, period. Let's see how these teams want to fare up, because it's going to be nuts. They're looking for the 5-man stack down bot side.
That's not conventional.
I'm scared.
This is an unconventional starter. Usually you don't see this.
Oh, Salami! I think Salami has to flash. The stun is good. Is it going to be enough? It's just too much heat.
No, man. Oh no.
Yes, man.
Oh, that's really, really sad. No, that's so depressing. I'm so sorry for him. Wow, that's really brutal. Brutal way to start the game. The unconventional strategy has worked out though. And the person picking up the kill is the Vi. So that's probably worst case scenario. Arsenal and Joker doesn't really want the gold. You want it on the smolder, let's be honest. But the big thing is, if we're just looking in terms of matchups, one thing, Set versus Volibear is ridiculously volatile.
Yep.
Neither of them playing Ignite, but getting priority in the lane is very important in terms of who's going to win, because they just need to fist fight each other.
Yeah. Because
Volibear just got that assist, he's going to hit level 2 off the first wave. So he's pretty much able to force priority into the set, and if Pokey doesn't respect it, he will just die. Hopefully he does know that. Hopefully Pokey is aware that the Volibear is going to hit level 2 before him no matter what he does. Maybe he's not, and in that case we could be seeing a very quick first blood in top lane. Although it is Grass versus Conqueror.
That's what I was
Set is favored in the extended trade.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It's like Set does win these extended trades just because it is that the grass.
E-start is wrong. E-start is wrong. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about here. The Volibear's level 2. This is exactly what I'm talking about. It's E-start as well on the set. You need to start W, man. Just flash auto Volibear. He didn't do it. That's very disappointing, actually. That's exactly what I'm talking about, by the way. I saw that coming, bro. I've played that matchup so many times. It's so brutal up there for the set. If that first blood happens. Forced to reset TP already. No flash now. 1 CS as the wave crashes. It's really hard if you fall off the horse.
Disastrous for this poor Set who has to burn everything. Oh, that is so rough. But you called it. Honestly, second for second, and I love that. That is the sign of a top tier caster if ever I've seen it. You knew what was going to work. Can you do it now for the 80 carry lane? You can do it for top.
No, I don't play bot. No, completely clueless down here, bro. I have no idea who's meant to win the matchup. I'm so lost.
This is, I can tell you, because I play 80 carry in mid, right? So a little bit of backstory on me. I'm an 80 carry mid player. Jinx should win early, as always.
Right.
Smolder's going to win at level 16 at 225 stacks.
Right, okay, yes.
That's it. That's all you need to know.
I think I can make that inference. That's good to hear. That's good to hear.
But mid lane's where I'm actually looking a little bit more, though, Twee, because you mentioned before that LeBlanc should win this matchup into the Annie. Break it down. We just saw it there. Tell me more about why that is.
I think it's more that LeBlanc's range and the versatility of what she can do is it just outmatches Annie. So Annie's a very simple champion. Yeah. And at a high level, simple champions are easier to play against because there's not so much they can do.
Yeah.
So Annie's only able to stun you when she has 4 stacks of her passive. She's only able to, and she has to use that 4 stacks to CS as well if she wants to get everything. She has to be using Q on the minions. She has to be contesting for push. And because she's so tied to that identity of, hey, I need my passive, I need to be playing around my ability cooldown timers, LeBlanc is able to pick and choose when she's trading in such a way that Annie isn't able to trade back effectively, or she can do that. And I guess she's doing that because she wants to get a reset off, so any trade is good there. But she wants to wait for when Annie's not able to realistically get a fast stun off. Then she can just walk up, WQE, free trade. Annie really can't trade back. And I think even in the burst trades, LeBlanc is winning if Annie stuns as well. So it's just like a winning matchup for LeBlanc in every sense. When she plays it badly, she should still win the trade. She can play it well and Giga win the trade. Whereas top is, I mean, that looks really hard.
Yeah, 14 CS to 27 is never an ideal time at 4 minutes. I feel like the Volibear has just played this very smart. Good little handshake there, but I want to talk about Annie in this team fight because I feel like as the game goes on, do you think Annie's more favored in the mid to late game just purely because of what they can actually do from a simplistic level?
Yeah. Yes, I think... So while it's a disadvantage in lane to be a simple champion, it makes difficult decisions in the late game and difficult play patterns. Actually, hold that thought. This looks like an all-in. No. Never mind, it's not. No exhaust was used. I thought Braum was just going to send the exhaust there on the Renata, but he didn't. It makes difficult team fighting a lot easier. And this LeBlanc should be okay. Ooh, had to flash.
Had to flash.
But yeah, basically it means that because all she can do is press R on someone, And he's able to just think about that and able to think about a positioning, whereas like a LeBlanc or something really has to focus on getting a good angle into the fight. Set can't just walk at you and press R, he has to get a good angle. Like all these difficult champions, and Mumu as well, needs to get a good angle into the fight, and he can just chill. It's pretty easy to pilot, which makes it easier to win team fights because what you have to do is easier, and that's just a general fact.
Yeah, nice. Okay, good to know. Look, you're making it simple for me as a low elo player because we do have a lot of lower elo players watching as well. But I just wanted to confirm, you know, just gotta get that master tier knowledge into spec, right?
I don't have master tier any knowledge. My hand is very poor.
But you can tell me exactly when Volibear is going to go in. That's the difference. But as well,
I can tell you when Volibear is going to kill the set. Yes.
We can as well see first dragon is up and ready to go. Oh, nice little jump. No flash for 4 as well. Has to dash away. That's the beautiful thing about the LeBlanc. But Mountain Drag is available. And Amumu started it.
Yeah.
There's 4 members.
I mean, that's a bit interesting.
Well, they know the bot lane has already backed for VBV. They've backed off, so it should be pretty straightforward for them to do. See, it might not even go contested.
I think that's a pretty big deal in this game as well. Annie has flash ult here, so I'm concerned for LeBlanc. She's not going to pull the trigger. But I think it's a big deal in this game to get dragon stacking online because both teams want to go late. Whoever gets more dragons in the early game is going to have an easier time putting the enemy team in difficult positions as the game gets towards like 20-25 minutes. So the first dragon seems like not a lot, but the second dragon and the third dragon, if you get all 3 of those, then you're able to start making the enemy team choose between 2 bad options. Yeah. We saw this in the last game where it was like, hey, we're going to do Baron. You guys get Dragon. Sound good? And then they had to agree because if they didn't, then they'd lose Soul and Baron. And that's the type of situation you don't want to be in. That's the type of situation the early Dragon stacking the game that's guaranteed to go late will force you in. So first Dragon doesn't seem like a big deal right now, but it will be, given the context of the game. Top lane is getting absolutely railed. And he's getting... That is really bad. Look at Annie. Look at Annie.
Annie's ready to go. Annie wants to pull this. The handshake goes forward. Tiki's there. Now they want to look for the dive. Pokey could be caught out as you can. Ulti that tower. Stun is good. It's just gone. Casual picks it up. Doesn't even take aggro.
He had the fully prepped Haymaker as well, man. It would have been so good if he got it off. But he just couldn't. Full one-shot and CC there. His plan is too late. He's too late. He's too late.
Still going for it though. Nice little curse of the sad mummy, but Baked Beans is very happy with this matchup because yes, you can survive a little bit longer. Is there? It is the cease and desist onto the back line, straight into this vibe. But now they're looking at Boyle. It's just going to be too easy for the pickup. They need to give it over to Smolder. Does get the pull, but it's going to be enough as they get the kill. They lock it down, and a huge turn for VBV.
Wait, the Volibear died. The Volibear died in top, by the way. Okay. First of all, that Vi ultimate was ridiculously good because not only did it CC the Renata, it knocked the Jinx into the line of action of Braum. So it was a 2-person Vi ult, which usually you can only use to hit one guy, but in that situation, it was unreal. It was so well played from Master9. And he's really making the early game, he's making it happen here. Top lane, the Volibear dying is pretty weird, actually. I think that probably shouldn't have happened. Doesn't matter too much in terms of the matchup. Obviously, Volibear's just going to keep slaughtering this set, particularly now he's got Tiamat as well, so he can't really trade. He's just going to clear the wave. That's pretty brutal.
But they're on Void Grubs.
Go for the Grubs.
Yeah, you can see they're already secured one, but Baked Beans gets hit with one. The Smite does go down, trying to hold a little bit more as the Haymaker is good. Smite straight onto Arson Joker. A bit of a weird one as they're trying to chase down Pokey. Gets the flash out, and it should be A-okay. Red team does secure the 2 Void Grubs, and now Thor could be caught out as they try to get the slows off. Clone does do enough, but now they've just left Smolder to their own device, or should I say demise, in a 2v1 as the handshake is good. Now they do take...
You're cutting out a lot, by the way.
Oh, okay, I'm back in. Hopefully, that's a bit better. Straight up into my microphone. I wonder why. Can chat hear me just fine, though? Or is it breaking up for chat, too?
I don't know, actually. Yeah. Hopefully it's not.
Hopefully. That's okay. We're figuring out. We'll still just chat right into the microphone. It's good now? Okay, so I do need to just talk into my face. Okay. I feel a little bit psychotic doing this.
No, it's no, I like it. It's good. You know.
So they're saying I'm not cutting out on stream, so I might just be cutting out for you.
For me? Okay, in that case it's fine. Then you do what doesn't make you feel psychotic. That's
Look, I'm okay to feel a little psychotic.
That's good. I tell you who's feeling a little bit psychotic this game is the Annie.
Salami.
She has...
Trying to get the handshake. Chompers are good. Fisher goes right in between the both of them. The hostile takeover is nice, and they're trying to send it back a little bit further. Stun is good. If you just sent out Mum, you might have secured that. There was no shields available.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bit of a concerning fight, I'll be honest. There's a lot of whiffage. That one blew my brain up a little bit. As
as they do get the stun, Tibbers has been summoned. Now Thor has to be chased away. Oh, the jukes! Oh, you hate to see it. But the cease and desist is there. It's going to be able to lock it down. Claude is good, but now Thor still able to dash away. Here comes Beans as the flash is good. It's just sending everything and more. Now it is Salami down the bot side doing a lot.
I have no words for that. They just sent everything to chase down the LeBlanc, and she just brushed it off. Yes, she had to use flash. Yes, she has to use the ult. Sure, she misses a wave, but Volibear just like, oh no.
But that's okay, because now Pokey might have to suffer a little bit more. Haymaker just did not do enough damage, and it should be a kill over to Baked Beans.
No.
Honestly, straight out of the can, it's doing everything I want for me.
Oh god. This hurts me. This actually pains me. The fact that Annie almost one-shot LeBlanc there was really big because she has no TP, right? So LeBlanc has to reset straight away again. She just got back. Now she's going to drop another wave. So that's really bad. We're bleeding in mid. And then I was going to say top is really painful because guess what? That doesn't ever get better.
No.
Set's only time to win is like level 2. And then if you win level 2, you will win for the whole game. But he didn't. And now he's really screwed.
Yeah, that's not what you
want.
want.
Will just repeat dive you. He will just repeat dive you when he gets his first item. There's nothing you can do about it.
Looks like that first item is probably about to be seen as we are seeing 1,700 gold. That is definitely a Cosmic being picked up. And Lucy Boots. That is going to be such good cooldown. It's going to be so hard. Amumu also going the full AP route. Looks like they are going the Leandres first. Definitely a good call when you're dealing with a tank like Braum. Even with a Vi who is 2-0 with a Sundered Sky online. That is a scary Vi if ever I've seen one.
Yeah. Dragon as well is up. This is... Sorry, excuse me, my ice cream's coming up. This is an important fact. This is a really important factor in the game. So again, I was talking about Drake stacking being a really big win condition. I think VBV, in their current position, it is a huge blunder if they don't get this dragon.
Yeah.
Like, I really think this is their right. Like, they definitely should be getting this dragon, and there should be no circumstance in which it gets stolen by a stray Jinx rocket, potentially. This is a heavy trade in mid.
As here comes Plan, looking for a little bit of a fight, but they're going straight back onto Salami. The hostile takeover is good, but it's hitting 2 members. Can they do a little bit more as the Fisher does go up? Now it looks like they're going straight back onto Vi. Arson Joker is so low. There goes Mum, who's still in the backline. Can they get the slow off? And Salami should go down here. Does try to get that reset. The flash is done, but they do secure the kill. Full Metal is happy with that one. Now they're looking back at it. Casuals joining into this fight. Boyle is low. They're looking straight on a little bit more as the stuns are even better. Plan just look at those as well. Thor comes in. He's cleaning up house, but can he do a little bit more as Casuals getting the stun? They're getting the damage. Can they get a little bit more? The clone is good. Now look at Boyle off to the side, trying to get a landing thing they can. They're both so low. Dashes and slashes across the map, and they do get out with their lives.
I mean, that is so illegal. That is so unbelievably illegal.
They know.
The fact that that fight was even remotely close is absolutely sinning. As Casual's gonna die.
Oh no, but Tibbers! It's done it!
God. Oh no, it just hunted him down. Don't mess with the owner of the bear or the bear will find you. And they are actually gonna get the Drake.
Yeah.
But the fact that that fight looked like that is scary. That is scary if you're VBV, because you should have, by all rights, absolutely plastered them against the wall there, just with the goal.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be close. But they didn't. So that's interesting for the game. The dragon going to go down. That is good. It's going to equalize the dragons. It's going to be nice for VBV. Buy themselves a little bit more time to scale this smaller. That's good. But it's a little bit precarious, their position, because I'm not entirely sure if I'm them. What went wrong in that fight? How we're meant to change it for next time. I think it is more that they were just desynced.
Yeah, that's 100%.
Tiki and Arsenine were just not in the river at the same time as the Smolder was.
Yeah,
and I guess if that's going to continue to be the case, you're always going to lose fights.
Yeah, correct. I feel like it was purely down to no one was in the right position or knew where they were. It felt like their communication was just slightly off, and they're like, what can we actually get done, and where am I? But you can see Arson Joker now looking to come down bot side. Secure just a little bit more as they clear out the vision. The Flash Fisher hits one, but there's an Amumu off to the side. They didn't realize that they're in there. They can get the Sad Mummy off. The Mum comes down. It's a lot of damage. The beautiful shield is just cancelling out so much. Arson Joker picked up one hostile takeover. Is now trying to take out Tiki, but they can still clean up houses. Oh, look at this Smolder. Holding on, comes back in. There's so much damage. Casuals on the backside too, about to die. They just cleaned up the Smolder. Plant is actually a goat. And now Casual is in the eye for the prize. Thor's off to the side. Tibbers is holding the line, and I think Casual could go down in the blaze of glory with a bear who is there, and Thor comes in, blasts him to oblivion, and it's a beautiful play. They're turning it around here, Twee. Don't do it
What?
again. Don't do it again.
No,
Not
no,
Tibbers.
show mercy, show mercy. No way. There's just no way. There's just no way. The Amumu is absolutely 1v9. That was ridiculous. He comes in with a counter gank, insane clutch, no ult, by the way, and just 1v3s them. He's just full 1v3. The Jinx is instantly locked down. The Amumu's just sitting there crying tears all over the enemy team. He's just hitting 3 people on repeat with a W, I guess, and it's enough damage. Buys enough time for him to get the ult. Flash ults in on the backline, takes out the Smolder for himself. Now there's a 4-in-1 Mummy, and this Leandries you were talking about is paying off in massive ways.
And Amumu's one of those champions, right, that can get these done. Like, one good Amumu in a team can turn the tides of an entire game. I've seen it before. I know you have too. It can really suck to verse.
I mean, it's crazy to me that LeBlanc's able to pick up the kills off that as well. She's 3-1 now.
They want it. Cease and Assist is about to come back online. They really need to take down Plant, but Plant does not plan on doing that. And no, sadly they do, because they do pick it up. Arson Joker is walking away, and that could be a Rift Herald for their troubles.
Okay, that's a huge deal. So again, I think the biggest problem for the DSG that it remains unaddressed is the fact that topside is completely just hemorrhaging.
Yep.
It is so bad up there. This Herald is going to exacerbate that into like a full-on, like, I don't know, like what's the worst type of internal bleeding? Whatever that is, it's that. Okay?
It's internal bleeding.
It's just
a
internal
brain
bleeding,
hemorrhage.
Okay? Brain hemorrhage. Okay, that's what's going on. This Herald is going to cause Set to have a brain hemorrhage. Not the player, but like the champion on the Rift. It's not going to be playable for him, okay? The whole top side is going to explode after this Herald gets put down, and there's actually nothing they can do about it unless they commit so many resources.
And now they're sending it mid. They want to open up the map just a little bit more. VBV doing a good job, just controlling a little bit more of the game that they can. They need to look to... They're wanting to send this back more in, but now you can see Salami is just going to get blown up as well. They're just going to clean this one up, but there's the Amumu. The clutch play cannot get it done. Casual's able to lock it down. Cease and Assist. All that she wrote. The clone is going to let Thor survive, and now Plan is just blown, but here comes Jinx. Can they get it done? Oh, the resets is so good. Boyle does not have the Mega Death Rocket, so cannot finish them off again, but still turned the fight around. Wow. Tweet, you are silent, so I'm going to have to keep chatting a little bit more as Arson Joker is just going to be trying to run at them a little bit more. But look at Smolder down here, stacking up a storm. There's the TP. Chompers is still going to be hitting them just a little bit better. Tweet?
Okay.
I'm back. You're back.
Back?
You scared me.
I was going to say, if they were able to buy even like 10 seconds more for that Jinx there, it would have been completely just 1v5 for the Jinx.
Yep.
They just weren't able to buy enough time for her to arrive. She was too late. The play was already over by the time she gets there. They sent the Amumu ult before the Jinx arrives. It was all they could do. Jinx manages to pick up one with the Super Mega Death Rocket, but just isn't able to chase him down with the Excited, and that is where the play ended. Not quite good enough for DSG, but again, it's promising. It really is.
And you're going to start looking at these items on the board now, Twee, as well, that you've got to be a little bit worried for. The Leandries on casuals, Annie, is scary. Tower is destroyed, and now Pokey, Showstopper goes down, but can you take on Beans? As there's the Haymaker 2, level 13 to level 12, but no mana on the Bear. You are all attacks, and I think Set could just win this one out, because he has the mana, he has the damage, he misses the Facebreaker. Minions might help him out, he can get out. There's the flash over the wall, he gets the gold secured, and now they're looking straight back onto Salami. Could get the stun up. Fisher is good. It hits all those members. The slows are nice. Thor is picking up Arson Joker, and look at Boyle in the backline. He's blasted into Oblivion too. Plant is trying to hold on, but he's just a tanky, sad mummy. There's not much more else he can do as Casual is starting to clean up this fight. Thor picked up the Braum, but this Thor is just wielding one hammer. He doesn't have the axe yet.
I mean, okay. This is the big thing, though. They just fought 4v4, right?
Yep.
Sure was losing, but Set solo killing Volibear is getting him so much money right now.
Yep.
The 4v4 is not as important as the fact that the hemorrhaging in top lane has just been turned into a mild cut. That is such a massive deal. It was really, really overzealous there from Baked Beans to take the tower and keep trying to fight the Set. I think you just need to cut your wins. Like, you're winning, you're winning, you're winning. Just take the B. Take the reset. You don't need to force the fight on Set. You can't win it. And that is a really big mistake. It's a classic mistake. Set's now in the game. Oh, he's going Black Cleaver second, I think. I don't like that a lot. I really think in this type of game state, you should probably be going for like Overlord's Bloodmail so you can start one-shotting people with W. But Black Cleaver, I guess it has some merit because the Volibear went armor items. Anyway,
that's a TP coming in.
This is an important Drake.
Is joining this fight. Casual as well, gets stunned up by the chains. It's going to be enough as Thor still takes a beating. Pokey coming in. Face break is good, but look at the volley bear in the back line too. Everyone's trying to join this fight. Full Metal is low. He does get stunned up. He gets blasted by the Mega Death Rocket. Tiki trying to hold on, but is straight into the back line. Slow double kill going over to this Jinx. Oh my lord. The damage is good. Boyle is just heating up this map.
Yeah. I mean, that right there is the value of the set, right? Like, if he's in the front line with the Amumu, this is the composition working at its finest. I think the volley bear made a mistake by diving on the backline. It was desynced. You need to make space for the Smolder. You need to make space for the Smolder to be peeled by Braum, but the set's just sitting on top of the Smolder with the Amumu. Volley bear's not doing his job in that case. That's not working out. Too much dive, not enough peel.
They are looking
now
at
the Atacons.
They're looking at it. They want it. It's down to 4k health. Can they do it? Arson Joker being held back quite far as they do get the face breaker on. They're looking to go for a little bit more as it goes in. Blue team's taking it. They could go for a little bit more. Haymaker is good, but it's just not going to hit. The hostile takeover too. Trying to get it done now. Pokey says, hey, let's go for this tower dive. 4 members strong, but don't worry. Boyle's pretty low. No Fisher is going to come out, but that's still the mum. Comes down and melts everyone. Casual gets the kills. The Leandre's damage. Pokey has to get out of there. He needs to get out of dodge. They're looking to play and they pick up another. The disaster tower dive is now just hemorrhaging this team again. It's so back and forth. They're down 2k gold. Thor is trying to get out. The flash hits, but it's going to be enough as Baked Beans wants a little bit of blood and cannot get it.
Oh my god. I mean, Mum in that fight was unbelievable. She's not happy, man. Someone pissed off Mum, and I don't know who it was, but I'm very happy that it happened, okay? Usually I'm not. I love my mum. I don't like it when she's mad. That Mum right there, that was good. Yeah. That was good. That's what we need to be seeing from VBV. They were all in the choke. That Smolder got so much damage off. The Mum came in from the skies and just one-shot everybody. It's ridiculous how much value Smolder gets in this composition when the fights are happening in close corridors like that. Yeah. Atacon obviously going over is not ideal. Jinx securing it is good, but the Smolder being this strong at this moment in the game does bode well for VBV in the future. Maybe they're going to be able to make some more winning fights happen.
Look, and if VBB can win this game, it takes us to a game 3. It's a best of 3 finals, so you've got to be careful. There is no holding back in this game when it comes to DSG. They need to win, or they have to suffer another game and hold that. But still, the late game draws near. We saw a Kale in game 1. Now we're seeing a Smolder in game 2. Who's going to make it work better?
I think the biggest difference this game is Smolder doesn't have the tools available to peel him as well as the Kale did. So, sure, we have Braum, but as we've seen already, Braum is not enough when you've got Set and Mumu. Yeah. Particularly Set and Mumu, and LeBlanc. There's so many threats coming in from different ways. Set wants to jump on your head and one-shot you. Amumu wants to stun you. LeBlanc wants to jump on your head and one-shot you. They're all coming from different angles. It's so hard to peel with just one guy. I think Smolder's going to have a really hard time escalating his lead. That being said, if he positions himself in such a way where he's able to, he will be able to carry the fights. So it's really a game of spacing. It's going to be a game of whether or not they can get the right position in the fights, whether or not they can activate the Smolder, or whether or not they can shut him down. That's what's going to matter here.
It's a game of inches and miles. We're going to have to see if Pokey can still take on this bear.
This is losing. What?
Ooh. I feel like Pokey's rushing those haymakers, right? Like he's just a little bit too trigger happy with it. He needs to get those stacks up first, take a big chunk of damage. He's going to start doing even more. As you can see, Thor. Close but no cigar. But still, we're looking at towers too. Yes, these void grubs are good, but it's still quite a few towers. 3 towers in total, and now Thor has to jump away. Could be a 4th tower here as they're going for a little bit more as the stun is nice. Thor has to flash over the wall. Plans now wants to go straight back onto this Vi. The flash is available. Can they hold it enough? But no, Boyle. The CC is just too good. They took a tower, but they lost Vi's life.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's worth it. Excuse me. I think that's very worth it because you got the mid laner's flash as well. So the reason that's worth it is not because we're trying to kill the mid laner. It's because it makes the engage distance for which the 5-on-1 LeBlanc can kill your Smolder significantly shorter. So when LeBlanc has flash, she's able to kill him from a screen away. When she doesn't have flash, she's able to kill him from half a screen away. And that's better for the Smolder in terms of the positioning he needs to be able to do. So it's I would say a win because they get the mid tower and they get the LeBlanc flash. Losing Vi's life is a bit but you know, it's not the end of the world. They are going to lose their own mid tier 1 here though, and there's nothing much they can really do about it. Jinx will get excited, so if Annie's not careful, she will just die.
Straight onto some chompers as Tibbers does come out. Dead. It's a lot of damage though, as Boyle does have to get out of dodge. No flash burn, but Casual, that was a bit dicey.
You can see the value of the exhaust as well. Like, Boyle exhausting the Annie right before the Tibbers comes out, and he just full lives the combo. Full aggressive items. Annie is 2.5 items, 7 kills, and she didn't even do half the Jinx's health in a full combo. Exhaust is that busted against Annie. So Jinx is going to have a much chiller time staying alive in this game than at the Smolder will, I think. Baron's now up, though, so that's important. 25 minutes in the game. Baron is up. Mid-wave is going to be really important. Drake's going to be spawning in a matter of seconds. This game is heating up.
Yeah, it's been pretty on fire for me so far, but still, 15 kills to 16 is pretty good. Little bit of damage here. It's only a 2k gold difference, though, Twee, which is pretty nuts. Again, another 25-minute game where it's been bloody close, but looks like they are going to be trading it over, and it feels like they are pinging something along the lines of, is there a Baron on the cards? But they are instead looking at full metal as Smolder. He needs to stay alive. He needs to avoid planned. One more chain could have done it, but they did just miss.
I mean, if they find that engage on Smolder there, it's so bad because they would just immediately get Baron. Luckily, the
Fisher
Smolder
goes out. Really good flash goes forward. They're able to pick up Boyles. The cease and desist is even better. They've picked up the damage. The casual is so good. But look at Pokey. There's the hostile takeover as well. Mum's coming in, trying to get some damage off. Arson Joker trying to get over the wall, trying to stay alive a little bit longer. But there's Plate. He's taken out 2. That's their jungler. And a huge play from VBV. And now anything more they can get is just icing on the cake as they're cleaning up Salami. Cut, sliced, and served on a platter, if you ask me, because that's a Baron to boot.
I mean, this is something I didn't even consider. Like, they land a 5-mana Mumu ult, the set's getting in there, everything's going well, but what happens if we just counter-dive you? This is not something I thought about. I thought that VBV would have to just peel around their Smolder to keep him alive. They let him get hit by everything. Yeah. They send everything on the Jinx. And they go, you have no damage if your Jinx is dead. We'll win the fight by default. And that's exactly what happens. Smolder is CC locked for 10 minutes. It doesn't even matter. Jinx is taken out. Baron is gone. That is a really annoying rocket. That is really annoying. That's really, really very annoying.
Luckily you got Baron empowered back. That's fine.
Yeah, but now they're going to open out on the map. They get the Baron, and they got the Drake, by the way, before that play. Could have all been different had that Smolder gotten caught on midwave, by the way. I think really risky for him to be there, but he didn't. And then the fight happens. Amumu, despite a 5-man ultimate, was just not able to get it done. I think the composition's a little bit harder to play. I just think it's too hard for DSG to win the fights.
I feel like it comes down to like those really strong isolation picks, right? Like LeBlanc wanting to be in those backlines and really sort of flank around it. You can't flank a team that is just running at you head first. You just can't. Well, you can.
You could even see, by the way, Amumu got the flank in that fight. It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Because, again, your president is dead. And at the end of the game, like that's all that matters. That's all that matters. Now Baron is up. Let's see what they can do with it. I think they got their eyes set on the top tier too. Annie, I think, has too much pressure against... Yeah, look at the damage LeBlanc is not doing. Annie's teleport did not move just then.
So the shield was pretty good. It was a little bit maybe called. There's Tibbers as well. Oh! Just too much heat.
Yeah. Annie just had enough, I guess. Don't play with Tibbers. That is what you get.
Well, that's a 10 and 2 Annie right there. Look at the CS difference as well. 128 to 185. Oh.
I think this looks like game 3. This is really... I mean, it's not over, but it's really hard to win. It's really, really difficult. You need to get the Annie, and you need to get the Smolder, and you need to keep your Jinx alive.
Oh, man.
I don't know how you're going to do all 3 of those things at the same time.
I don't think you can. I just don't think you can.
It's real difficult.
They're pushing in top wave. Tiki as well being very adventurous. They're also pushing in mid too. Full Metal needs to be very careful if they do decide to collapse, but they're pushing in 3 waves at a time and they're breaking base.
I think a bit of an interesting reset from Annie there. Probably could have put the gas on a little bit more. She beat it before her teammates, which means that they don't have the pressure on bot wave. That probably means they're not going to get the top tower. So I think if Annie had stayed a couple more waves, the Volibear would be able to have a bit more pressure on top because they'd be threatening the bottom hit right now. Now Volibear's overstayed his temper. They all need to reset at the same time here and then walk out of base. See, Annie is desynced with her teammates. So this is a time to pick Annie. Pick Annie. She's on the mid wave by herself. Amumu doesn't have flash, but LeBlanc does. So if they all coordinate here, maybe she can go down. That would be something they need to find. They're not going to do it. Annie's playing too safe.
Yeah, no, fair enough. 1.5 minutes. That you're right. That is where they should have taken that objective. But I feel like they're just feeling, let's play a little bit safer, a little bit more conservative, and we should be okay. So I understand going for that push, but I think playing slow, playing a bit more calculated, letting Jinx farm up a little bit is going to help in that long run too. In that though, they've still got Baron. They can just push down mid again, which is exactly what they're doing.
I mean, now I think ARAMing's not even that bad. I think you can just 5 mid, siege this tower, and taunt them. Because what are you going to do? You want to send the Amumu to go in? He's just going to die. You're just going to let your Jinx get engaged on. You actually can't just full send on them a 5v5, particularly when they got Baron up. It's really, really hard. You need to find a good angle into the fight. This is what we're talking about from draft. Some good settle, some 5-mana Amumu ult with the good settle, and you need the LeBlanc to get a good angle at the same time. Like, the fight coordination has to be so pristine and precise.
Yeah.
And they need to be the ones to start it as well. VBV, if they start the fight, they will win. Guaranteed.
Yeah. Well, they know Dragon's about to come back up. 30 seconds on that timer. They need to be careful because Baron as well is on a 2.5-minute timer. So anything goes. They've sent Annie top side. Do you like that? Oh, there's planned actually. That would be engaged.
A lot. And this is why. This is why I don't like this. What Plan's doing right now.
He's just running in. There's the TP coming back in now as well. Let's see if they want to take this fight. Chompers have already gone out a little bit premature. There's the Fisher. It's on 5 men. It's a huge play. They've sent everything and the kitchen sink. They cannot respect this team less. Now Pookie's in the back line. Salami's trying to hold on. They've just cleaned house. And it's a huge turn for VBV. Thor's trying to get it done, but Arson Joker does not care. They're going to look to go mid. They can end this game right here, right now, Twee. And a huge turn.
That was like, I have no words for that. They baited them to walk in. They were like, yeah, we're playing, we're cool. We're not cool. And they just instantly one-shot all 5 of them, bro. It was ridiculous.
That was
They sent everything all at once at the same time, and now the flash comes through. She's going to go down as well. That's the game. Just like that.
That was the best Braum Fisher ultimate I think I've ever seen. That was all 5 members in one. They were lined up like a bowling ball into pins, and we're going to a game 3, Tweet. It's going to be huge.
Wow. Oh, good on him. That is really, really impressive, honestly. I think that draft, like, the draft is easier to play, but I think there was some really difficult situations in that game. They piloted it very well. 12-2, man. Absolute 1v9 performance.
Oh my god.
Really, really good.
Oh my god,
There we go.
I'm freaking out a little bit. We need to take a break though, Tweet. We can break these games down, but we got to take a break. My brain. Game number 5 is going to be huge. Okay, we'll be right back, guys. Stay tuned. We have more games coming up. The final one of the night is Voidborn Vandals going to take the win and do the reverse sweep, or are we going to see our boys, the Deep Sea Griefers, grief over the top of them? We'll see you in a sec.
Here we go. See you guys.